Bigonometry, but wigs for all.
Hello, Melissa from Wigonometry. I'm back again doing my dual color technique. What you want to do is have BW2 powder, Tintation, Cajun spice. I have my bowl and my brush and my little kabuki brush right here that I love so much. It's a blending brush from Matrix. And then I also have my whisk because I'm fancy like that. I like to use my whisk to stir and stir and stir. You just want to make sure that you have gloves because you must protect your hands during this process. And then what you want to do is you want to get about 2 scoops of the BW2 powder, and you're going to mix that with 20 volume developer and about half of the bottle of Cajun spice. You use half the bottle because what happens is if you use too little, you'll barely see it, the Cajun spice color. But if you use too much, the color will be too deep and it'll be too rich. So, you can always add as you go. So, like what I try to do is I try to use a medium amount. So that's why I use like almost half of the bottle. And then as the color is processing, if I see that I want the color to be deeper, you can always just run the rinse on the hair. That's all. It's not a big deal. Nothing to happen. This is one of the techniques that I call a brainless technique because it's not super deep. It's not super technical. You're not working your brain trying to figure out a whole color formula. It's just really mixing it up. I had saw at one of the hair shows that I went to several years ago. I saw a hairstylist do this, and I was like, "Wow, I really like this technique." I took it home and ran with it. You definitely don't want to use blue bleach unless you understand your color wheel when you're doing this, because the blue powdered lighteners, that blue is actually a real color in the bleach. So when you're mixing rinses into that blue, you're going to create other colors because you're introducing blue plus, like blue plus red or blue plus blue, which would actually be kind of dope. Blue plus whatever color. So you might create a color that you actually didn't want to see. So that's why I just use the white powdered lightness when I do this, because I'm not introducing any color except the colors that I actually want to have in the hair. So when you're doing the application, you want to start the very first one at the bottom. You like place the brush on the hair at the bottom. Then you get the kabuki brush and swipe up. So you drag that color out so that it won't have any lines of demarcation. It's just like the same way, like when you're blending the kabuki brush like on your cheeks, and you're just blending to wipe those lines away and make everything smooth and even. It's the same exact way when you're doing the hair. Then when I get to the next level, the next row, I should say, of hair, I might start from the middle, swipe up, swipe down, and just blend it in really good. And then the next one, I'll start at the bottom, swipe up, swipe down. So I guess you guys get what I'm saying. Like, the reason why you want to do that is because you start to create dimensions. And as you see, I haven't even gotten all the way through it, and one side is already lifted, and my stomach is bubbling because I'm like, should I take this off or not? But you have to trust the process when you're doing the color. So what I'm going to do is, like, once I have all the color in that first section that I started, I'm just going to reach just that section only and give the rest a chance to catch up. But another thing that could be done, because of how I have it parted, that side could actually be a little bit lighter, and then the other ones flow in a little deeper, but that's not really what I want. I want them to all have about the same time. So what I'm going to do is rinse the very first side that I did out, just that very first section on the what was that? That was the right side. I'll rinse just that one panel out and just leave the color everywhere else. When you get to the front, you want to be mindful that you have a blending balance. So you want to actually make sure that you have your mannequin head facing you, so that you can have that, that impact look when people look directly on you, that color is balanced in your face. It's not necessarily has to be even, but it definitely needs to be balanced. You don't want the color ending at your cheekbone on the left side, but it's high up towards your eyebrow on the right side. So that's what I mean by balance. You want it to be really balanced out. I think that's probably the only thought as far as the application of the hair, the color. I'm sorry, the application of color. You just want to make sure that that is balanced, like in the front, because that's what people see. You don't walk backwards, you walk forward. So you always want to make sure your color is looking spectacular all over, but in particular you want to make sure that that color is banging from the front. I use that word banging a lot, sorry. But yeah, so that's what you want to do. I don't really have a set time. I know some of you doing it, you probably saying, well, how long are you leaving on? I don't really have a set time. You just got to watch the hair. You have your gloves on, so you could just massage the color off in one area, like push it away so you can see the tonal value that you already have. And then if you don't like it, just add, the switch the color back down in that one little section and just wait. You don't walk away. You don't put this color on and walk away. You have to stay there and you have to watch it throughout the whole thing, the whole process, because you want to make sure that you don't over lighten it. Because if you over lighten it, two things will happen. One, you'll lose your curls that you have, and two, you'll also have it too light and it really will look messy. I've done that before. It just looks like lightened hair, and it looked like you was trying to cover up the color. So you just want to stay there and just watch it. Yeah, and so you see how I'm adding more color in. I decided that I wanted to make it a little bit deeper. So I'm going to go back in with just the rinse only. And I'm just going to apply it on because I don't like how light it is. So I was just like, let me just put some more color on to make myself feel better. Yeah, so the same kind of jitters and doubt and stuff that I'm having, you'll have it too. Just go with it. If you feel like you want to go back in and just put some rinse only on it in certain sections, do that because the color is going to come out dope anyway. Yeah, I got it on a lace a little bit there, so I'm trying to get it out. I'm like, uh-oh, uh-oh. Yeah, so yeah, this is honestly, it really is a brainless technique. You see how I'm not putting the color on everywhere, just in certain sections so I can have that little pop to it. So here we are, bam, bam, color done, and it's still wet. So, of course, the color looks a little bit darker. Wait till you see it dry. So now I am putting on my bold holds active and just trying to blend in my ball cap. I use the, it's so hard to find, but I like the Miss Remy brown wig caps. They're so nice, but I hardly ever find them in the store. So when I do find them, I'll be grabbing them things up because it blends in with my skin so well. They have medium brown, dark brown, and then they have the light brown. All of them are really good. So when whenever you see them, if you can find them, grab them up. Just take all of them because they're like super hard to find. And so, yeah, my technique is no different than anybody else's. I gelled my hair back. My hair is not long enough to braid, but too short to just plop a wig on. So I gelled my hair back, and then I put the cap on, and then I sprayed it with the Got to Be glue spray, rubbed that in, sat under the dryer for about 10 minutes, and then I cut the edges off. And then here I am getting to the gluing. I didn't think it was necessary to add that part in because it's like so many videos out there of people doing, the ball cap method. So I figured people who are watching the super advanced and they know what's up. And then the inside of the wig, I sprayed it with the tailored crown spray. I didn't show that on camera because I just forgot to do it. To be honest, I forgot. So wait till you see how this dope wig is looking on me. I'm trying to fix the band in the back. I forgot to do that. So give me 1 second. Here I go. Boop, boop. Oh, here she is. She's done. Look. Ooh. Look at that blend. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Look at that blend. See how the extra lace is compared to the lace that's near my edges? And you can see how it's blended in really good. Ugh, I just love the technique. Now, I actually only used about 2 coats of the bow hold because I don't really want it to hold really well. I'm just letting it hold just for the sake of doing this video because I don't want to wear the wig. Actually, I sold the wig a day after I did this video. I had no intentions on keeping it. So I had went on my Facebook page, which is Melissa Parker, and I posted that I had did a YouTube video, and if anybody wanted to buy it for $150. And you should follow me on all platforms as Wigonometry. And then I have my personal page, which is Melissa Parker, because I'll have these wigs that I do, I'll have them at a discounted price. But you could also go to wigonometry.com and you'll see all the pricing there. So yeah, just adding my bolt hold to get ready to lay this wig down so you can see the whole lay down. So dope. Yeah, that's really it. Come on, Melissa, get it done. You see my hair is out a little bit on the side. I don't even care because like I said, I'm not, look at how they even stick it because my hair is out. I'm not keeping the wig on. I took the wig off like after I had finished recording. So here we go. Here we go. I wanted to just keep it just like this and not add the baby hairs. But I know baby hairs are a big deal nowadays, so I just went ahead and I had added some baby hairs in. And oh, I forgot to even say the wig, wigonometry.com. This wig is from my wig line. How could I forget that? That's the whole purpose of doing a video, is to let you guys know that, hey, I sell wigs. Not only do I make wigs, but I sell ready-made wigs. This wig is so light and so airy. The curls are bomb. Right here is dried up. But wait till I put that little wet down and you see how them curls is going bit, pop, pop. Watch. Yeah, I just love the hair from this line. This is actually the first ready-made wig that I've ever posted to the site. I'm going to have some other textures out, but before I even put anything up, I have to make sure that it's right. So I'll do a wig at a time. This one I so love. That right there is Nefertiti spray. I'll put the link down in the bio because you could get it on Amazon. Some beauty supply stores have it, But when I went looking for, I had to go to like 3 different beauty supply stores before I actually found it. But it's good because it locks your curl in, but it doesn't make it like real stiff and everything. And then also when the hair dries and you want to spread it apart, it doesn't make it frizzy. And that right there is the Nairobi foam wrap. I've been using that, oh my God, for so many years. I don't know if I've said on a previous video before, but I've been a hairstylist for 30 years. And most of my career, I've been using the Nairobi. So it's been near and dear to my heart for a long time. You see the edge is still not sticking, but it's all good. Y'all gonna get the whole effect of what I was trying to do. So I put the black wrap on to hold down my baby hairs, but also you use the foam wrap to add the tension to the front of the lace so that you can get that really good blend, or get that, how these young kids say, to get that melt is you have to wrap that thing down. And I am done. Thank you so much for watching.